All right, hello everyone. It's Mystic Juicer back again with some Yomi action. 19XX Kerfuffle 3 continues. My next matchup was against Legion. Yeah, so I was deciding between Setsuki and Lum. I think I decided to go for Lum just because I felt like that was the better option against kind of the character variety that he has shown. But who knows? So we've got pretty good Jack combo, although it's going to leave us with a pretty low hand here, but it will do a lot of damage. So a bit of an error on my part, forgetting that even though I get the Jack back, I don't actually draw a card for hitting with it. So this is going to leave me fairly low. It is going to leave quite a mark on Setsuki's hit points though, and we can also get that kind of situation going on. But we have at least one ace in hand, so our dodges become quite effective. We might be able to pull some additional blocking on his part, or some additional dodging on his part. Yeah, and there we go. Hedging against attack side, because now that I have the dodge, I want to play the dodge when I feel like he's going to attack. So he's going to want to, the idea is he's going to want to throw. Therefore, I'm going to be attacking into that throw to beat the throw. Okay, still we have about a 20 hit point life lead, which is basically one Setsuki combo. Let's see if we can build a bit of a hand here with some normals. Nope. Just going for dodges, trying to empty that hand as quickly as possible. He had a fair amount of damage in it, looks like. Was not willing to spend the queens. Feeling that they were perhaps too risky with known blackjack on the table. We got a Speed of the Fox, very little information about what's in his hand. So my thinking is possibly another dodge. It's dodge or throw, I feel like. So I'm going to go and try to beat out a throw, and there we go. So we've got basically nothing out of this. We can combo into the queen. Let's try to get as much damage as we can. Yep. Now we really have to count on flipping something that gives us those cards back, or we're going to be stuck in a really difficult place. And of course, those are the breaks. Those are the risks we take as Lum. We have a 6th throw. I don't really want to spend the 6th throw. We've been mostly attack heavy so far in this round. I think probably it's good to settle down a bit. Yeah. So he's giving us a lot of opportunity to block, and I'm just not taking advantage of that. It's another queen out, so we basically don't have to play around queens anymore. I think his jacks are still, I can't remember if Setsuki's jacks are 1.2 or 1.4. If they're 1.4, our jacks are effective against them. If they're 1.2, not so much. But we do, our ace becomes better, but we're not in any position to do any of that yet. Okay, very rapid face down there. Okay, it goes for dodge. And now we'll probably see him come back to a more typical attack throw range, is my guess. Okay, we have 10s. In theory, that can do a lot of damage. We can throw for 22. In practice, Setsuki is one of the most consistent characters of the game at drawing into her jokers because of the rapid nature of her cycling through her deck. Wow. Okay, so that was the unexpected 4th queen. Very glad we didn't get hit with that. Queens are now entirely spent. And we've got an okay hand to start doing stuff with. We don't really have many tools. We don't have any safe cards. He should still be looking to throw us, I think, given how many queens and jacks have been cycled out of my deck this early. But he has been mixing in a lot of dodges, so we'll see if the adjustment comes. Yeah, okay, so still keeping on dodge. Wants to play the safe stuff. We're going to need to prove to him that we are willing to throw at all. We have not done so yet. Little surprised to see the dodge there instead of the block. Although I suppose at this point he is basically 4 throws away from death, so we could get something going there. Take a lot of damage here. 19 is pretty good. And we're very, very even on health totals. See what he goes for. He's going for 7 queen king. Yeah. Okay, the classic. Not a ton of throws in his discard, so fairly good odds that he would pick one up in one of the 2 cards that he's going to get. So we can hedge against throw and dodge with our 6th throw, or we block the queen. I'm taking a long second to think about this. Hoping my hesitation here is going to push him towards a riskier option with the throw. Yeah, so that's my thinking there. Okay, so we catch it. Probably going to pump this once. Although we don't technically need to. We could leave it there and just try to hit with 3 10s, but 3 10s is going to be... That's going to be tough. Okay, nothing real off the draw, really. So is it going to be immediate queen here, or is he going to go for a different throw? He did spend the 7, so that at least implies that he doesn't have another throw. Yeah, so that 8 throw is a bit of a mistake there. Don't really think that he's going to hold back on anything here. Yeah, so no reason to throw away a card. Got to be really careful not to autopilot against Setsuki. It can be really easy to throw away cards that you need in your hand, or that could theoretically help you in your hand. Just because you think you're playing against the character, who cares whether you face down or not. Okay, so no 7 in hand. That's probably a joker. 3 queens spent. Still a lot of dodges in the deck. I think blocking here is fine. I think dodging is the safest thing he can do. Yeah, there we go. So looking for a greedy queen wake up or something like that. Two aces in the discard. Just cycle the 7. See if we can get something more. Okay, yeah, hit with the joker, so at least that confirms that. Draw another 7, which is unfortunate. Doesn't really do anything for us. At this point, I think cycling the other 7 would be just fine. Because it replaces itself. No reason not to. Okay, another dodge, and this could well be it. We're going to face down here just in case we can discourage that, but we don't. Yeah, so had we spent the 7, we could have gotten them down to 20, possibly gone for a throw lethal there. Okay, so we've got to pick a character against Setsuki. The difficulty here is the characters I like to play against Setsuki are not available in this format, so Trock would be an obvious choice. I actually don't mind playing Zane against Setsuki either. And those are basically it. So, thin options on the ground. I've tried Gloria before. I might go to Gloria. I can't remember exactly who I end up choosing here. Okay, so we will go to Grave. Reasoning here, so Grave at least has an attack that can deal with Setsuki's queens. So you're out trading it, 10 to 1, so that's pretty good. I've got kind of an awkward opening hand. We'll try to open with an 8 throw. That is not fast enough. We get outsped. But in terms of the decision making there, I don't think there was a better option to play. I don't want to spend a queen early. I'd rather have that in my hand. I took 20 damage. That's fine. I don't mind that too much. I'm going to go really low on throws. But the 9s are unlikely to beat anything anyway. So my first turn option was either block or throw with the 8, and either way that would have been beaten there. Okay, block a queen. That is definitely nice. We can show him the ace, or we can show him the 8. Those are basically the two. Okay, yeah, we can go for the queen as well. Sets up the obvious queen and the obvious throw as an option. This can also get us an opportunity to block a little bit. And given that we're threatening with the queen, we might as well throw with the 10. Yeah, that's likely a dump, so we'll just cash out the damage as fast as we can. And we've got a bit of a life lead back. Not that this is a matchup where life leads actually matter. Setsuki is dangerous at any hit point value. So it's really just a matter of, can you assemble enough damage to kill her before she gets you? So it's nice that we've got him stuck on a bit of a low hand for at least a turn or two. I'm probably going to leave the knockdown just to prevent him from being able to dodge on his speed of the fox turn here. So his option is basically, he has the threat of queen or throw, but he doesn't have the... here's the choice. Do I want to deny him the queen? And I think I do. Just give him 5 new cards, 5 random cards. It's fine. We're very low on cards again, but that's just the reality of fighting Setsuki. So we'll go for a greedy cross-up play here, hoping that the threat of the queen, yeah, lets us get away with it. Hoping to draw the 5. We don't draw the 5. Just cash out, get some more aces in hand. Okay, so this game is going all right so far. Got 2 aces in hand. We don't have any throw. Okay, we've got a throw. He knows we have a queen, so he's still got to mix, dodge or block into his range occasionally. There we go. We're 1 ace away from getting True Power of Storms online. We've got a dodge. All of this is good stuff. In theory, just 2 true Spark Arcs is going to allow us to close things out as well. No face down either. So no face down on that. What does that mean exactly? So all 3 cards he has in his hand are valuable. Using that as a... knowing the opponent play might have been a better option. Yeah. Very surprised to see the dodges at this point. Like, not sure exactly what what attacks he's expecting from me, since I've basically spent, although maybe the ace that I got, yeah, I think I might have gotten myself in trouble there by playing the ace, the hidden ace, but I didn't need to. Okay. So it is between a attack and a dodge, basically, on this next turn. Attack, dodge, or single ace. We have single ace, we can go in with that, or we can just take a turn to block here. The only way he gets around the block is by throwing us with the king, which isn't particularly valuable to him as a combat reveal. Yeah. Oh, why did I not dodge? Oh my god. Why did I block there instead of dodging? Oh, okay, that's a huge mistake. So could have had, in theory, I had the checkmate there with dodge. I know he didn't have any aces. Okay, drew an 8. Was expecting more dodges. Yeah, he's out of the hand now, and we're stuck in a tough spot here. One queen, fair amount of throws in the discard. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 throws left in the deck. Not sure exactly what I'm contemplating here. Oh, looking for what card he could have kept. Okay, so there's the 7. So it's going to be 7 Queen King mix up probably. Yeah, going for the block there was a huge misplay. No reason to go for it. Well, the reason I went for it was like I expected the dodge would be completely face up, but the counter throw poke makes a lot of sense as well. It's pretty much it's all options here. He has a strong incentive to dodge, so this might be the wrong turn to go for it. Yep, ends up being the case. Yeah, I keep getting. I guess it makes sense not to go for the raw queen if you're expecting. Yeah, I think that might have been the. What was that? Was that a knowing the opponent turn? It might have been. No, that was the turn before. Anyway, he's got the cycle going now. He's still looking for throws to save him from this hand, though. Unfortunately, I don't have dodges here. I don't have the ability to dodge because I'm knocked down. So I think going for the 6 block with Joker backup seems pretty good. Don't want a gold burst in case he dodges. Yeah, this is less bad than if yeah, I mean there's no way he's not going to dump. So I'm fine with that exchange. Just take the 6, we stay standing up. Go ahead and put a 1.0 speed threat potentially on the board. So if he draws a queen, we can potentially dodge the queen. If he doesn't draw a queen, we could potentially throw a dodge. So I'm banking on him not having drawn the queen. Unfortunately, he draws the queen. And that should be enough damage, I think. Oh, maybe not. Okay, still alive. No more throws, though, in hand. This is kind of the place we've put ourselves as a result of our early power-ups and late game power-ups as well. Yeah, we've got basically no throws left in the deck. We've got 4 throws. So if I'm him, I'm banking on me not having one. So this turn we're gonna either play the queen or dodge. Yeah, so could have dodged to extend things a little bit. Might have had an opportunity to force him into going for a throw. Yeah. Nicely played. So very, very close game, actually. But really, really mismanaged the basically the back half of it. That block, instead of the dodge turn, basically lost me the game. Okay, fairly awkward opening hand as typical. Game is block or poke out a throw. Go ahead and go for a block here. This is a nice setup. We can potentially bait him with the 8 throw here. So we can defend this 8. So essentially we're putting a mix up of, if I'm playing the 8 honestly, you can beat it with an 8 or a 7 throw. So should we defend it or not? And then if I'm not playing it, I'm probably trying to beat that option from you. So I'm playing an attack. You should go ahead and outspeed it or something like that. Not sure I get the I want to believe reference. But we're in pretty good spot here. We got Singleton Ace we could wake up with. It's going to beat everything except Queen, so we'll go ahead and do that. That's 12 damage. And we can again put ourselves into a similar position as last time. We can power up the 9s. Instead, we'll hang on to it. Probably actually would be more correct to just power up the 9s. We've got plenty of jokers, hence why I'm doing these kind of greedy attacks. Because they're just going to lose to queens. I'm just really hoping he doesn't have aces. And it looks like he doesn't, so that's fine. If he had the aces, he probably would have spent them the last combo, so hence the no joker on that. He's got a queen and a king, so we could deny him that. Not sure how valuable that is. I think we'll, yeah, so we end up leaving it. Yeah, just puts queen king on top. I think there's a strong possibility for a throw on this turn, but he has been dodging quite a lot on these as well. So going for the block doesn't seem that bad. He goes for the throw this time. Very slow throw as well, which would be great if we could use, you know, kind of consistency of hand to build guesses about what he's going to do next, but Setsuki doesn't leave us that option. So it's increasingly looking like we're going to need to hit True Power of Storms to win this one. Go ahead and go for the throw, because the only thing that really beats the ace is if he queens. Yeah, and we can joker this. I don't know why I wouldn't joker this. I'm at 30. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is just bad play. I don't know why that's a terrible decision. I've given up so much damage for no reason this game. Definitely got Setsuki tilting me on this one. Something I need to work on for sure. Okay, block the dodge. Got to build up a hand here. If I'm throwing, I should be throwing with this. I'm actually a little surprised I haven't used the 7 yet. Okay, that's fine. So at least we live. Okay, happy to see a couple queens leave. Very likely he has another 7 or a joker, I guess. Okay, so we will get True Power of Storms here. So that'll beat all of his options except for Queen or Blodge. And he's got 2 queens in the discard. So feeling fairly comfortable that we can get away with the throw here. We are incorrect, but at least we don't die. But we're definitely in a rough spot. Okay, so we catch the dodge. We can go for a knockdown setups here, try to just hit with True Power of Storms and then scramble into a victory with Queen threat and 8 throw. Yeah, nice. Wake up Queen. Again, could have been in a better spot if I'd gone for dodges. But nicely played on his part in terms of going for the really gutsy throw after power up. Making a read on the fact that I was unwilling to play it raw. And we're back in the think tank. Yeah, Setsuki is a really, really difficult character for me to play against. I struggle a ton against her in this format in particular. It's something I very much need to work on. I did a bit of training with a couple of different characters, and really nothing. I didn't feel comfortable with any of the choices that I ended up coming to. I think maybe I should go back to Rook for this matchup in this format. Although I'm looking back on it now, the Grave matches are okay. I'm just making some really bad mistakes that are not helping me at all. Yeah, so we can go for the mirror match. Or at least I don't have to second guess my decision making. That's the difficult part about facing Setsuki, I think. The worst part is that, you know, it's not like your decision making is maybe incorrect all the time. It's just that, like, you happen to, you know, winning combat is a matter of chance. Against Setsuki in particular, it's a heavily weighted it's a bad gamble already. But then, you know, when you don't get successfully, you've got to think, okay, did I lose on decision making, like, or did I lose because Setsuki's hand happened to be composed this particular way, and as a result, I just played wrong, right? With other characters that have more consistent hand states, it can be much easier to go, oh, okay, all right, I understand that decision now. Like, after this next, you know, somebody does something odd, like they block at an odd time, and you're going like, oh, okay, that's no reversals, and then they reversal you the next turn. It's like, oh, okay, that was a bait, or they just drew it. So, you know, you have some level of confidence you can have in your play. Against Setsuki, it just feels like a crapshoot, unless you're winning every time, in which case you're winning every time. So, you know, who cares? Okay, so pretty standard. Power up into aces. Go for throw here, hoping to at least prevent a little bit of damage. That is not the case. Oh, Manelker. Why Manelker? Desperation. I'm hoping that my sevens will line up and I'll be able to find some way to get 4 aces and deal 55 damage in a single turn. So basically, it's a tilt character choice, which is very bad. So do we get rid of sevens or do we get rid of aces? I think we get rid of sevens probably. Just reduce the likelihood of another dominant throw showing up. If I get hit with aces, I get hit with aces. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. 3-card hand, we can often throw here. Okay, throw would have been beaten, so nice to get a little bit of value there. Okay, so 8, 3, and a mystery card that he was unwilling to spend. Possibly a joker. Possibly a queen. So we'll go for block here, hoping that it's a queen. Or that he goes for a dodge. We are in a very low hand. Okay. Doing a little bit better here. Accumulating some cards. We got to think about what we're going to power up for. If we need a queen. The only issue with queen is it basically only gives us more blocks. So picking up an ace might actually be the better option. And the reason I say it only gives us more blocks is we can't throw into the queen. because of the amount of combo points it's got. Okay, obvious queen doesn't work. And we're back with a pretty bad hand. We can try to combo the 3 and pick up a 4. We've got Joker backup, so we only lose to... Yeah, dodges are fine. We're not going to take... why the Joker there? Oh, that's right, he had aces. Yeah, never mind. Okay, okay, I take it back. I take it back past me. You're all right on that one. But yeah, generally, if Setsuki's dodging in neutral and she doesn't have any... She's giving you no indication that she's got aces, there's really no reason to spend the Joker there, as opposed to preventing something like a queen combo or something like that. So we've got 2, 3, 4. Okay, so again, I played obvious queen last time, so he's going, okay, well, you're not going to play the queen this time because it didn't work out. He is correct. Yeah, this is why Manelker is such an awful pick. He's a Grave with more consistent access to 0.0 moves who has 20 less hit points. So basically you need to combo him 1 less time. Which is not great, especially since I have difficulty winning combat against Setsuki. Just playing the queens as he finds them. Because the worst thing that happens is he takes 8 and discards a card. So probably go for a throw here. Oh, okay. A little surprised at that. Okay, well, I mean, it worked out. Sometimes you draw your first... sometimes you draw 3 queens in a row, it happens. That's the game. Okay, so now we go for a throw? Yeah, there we go. Counter thrown. Yeah, I think I need to switch to Grappler against this character. I hate dealing with characters that can oppress me with no damage, not enough damage to kill there. Who can oppress with throws? Setsuki is like the worst offender in that regard. Like more than most grapplers, she can just go crazy with throws. Yeah, there we go. And that's all 4. So nicely played on Legion's part. The clean sweep sending me to loser's bracket. Definitely need a lot of time to work on the anti-Setsuki technology. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the game. And don't block when you've got lethal off of throw. That's the lesson to be learned here. All right. Cheers, everybody. Until next time, enjoy yourself some Yomi.